Hello, my name's Ryan, and today I'm going to teach you how to use a 1 milliliter precision pipette, otherwise known as a micropipette. In almost all scientific fields, you're going to need either a liquid or part of a solution that may not be a large amount in volume, and you need it to be really precise. So there's different size micropipettes like these, for example, this one's the 1 milliliter, to draw really small size of liquid to an exact amount, unlike just a plastic pipette where you kind of guesstimate and you would fill up to a line, for example, in a graduated cylinder. This is extremely precise to use for precise amounts. So the first step is going to be finding the right size tip. Depending on the size of the micropipette, the tip is going to differ because of this point at the end here. It may be thicker or thinner. It just all depends. So you got to make sure the tip fits nice and snug onto the end here, and then you can get started with the pipetting. So step 2, after you find the right tip, you're going to choose the amount you want to transfer from one liquid to another, or from one container to another, whatever you're doing. So the amount, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. See the 100 right there? That 100, or the one at the top, represents 1 milliliter. And that is the maximum this pipette can withdraw from a liquid or solution. So you can do anything less than 1 milliliter, sorry. And to adjust this, there's a black knob right here. And if you turn it, you can see right now it's getting bigger, and I'll explain that in a minute, but as you can see, the number is slowly going down. So say you needed 0.5 milliliters, you could adjust this to 0.5 milliliters, and the pipette knows to withdraw 0.5 milliliters. So you can choose any value from 0 to 1 milliliter. But although this does go above, here, let me get it above 1 milliliter here. Although it does go above 1 milliliter, you're not going to want to use it for that. As you can see, when I get to around 1.07, it doesn't want to turn anymore. So this is not meant to be used above 1 milliliter. And then we'll get on to the next step. So before we start the pipetting process, you need to know there's 2 stop points for this thing here. So to withdraw the liquid, you're going to press down until you feel a little bit of resistance. You do not want to go past that. At this point of resistance, the amount that you want to withdraw from the liquid or solution will be in the tip. If you go past that, it's going to withdraw more than you're needed. So just go to the point where you first feel any sort of resistance, and then you let it go back up, and it'll be stored in the tip here. And then when you're going to transfer it, you want to make sure all of it comes out. So you go down to that stop point, and then there'll be a second stop point past the point of resistance. You're going to want to push all the way down so it can't be pushed anymore, and that should expel all the liquid. If there's still some liquid in the tip, you can go ahead and expel it again until all the liquid is removed from the tip. So here we just have a red solo cup. One is filled with water and the other one is empty. That's the best I could find here to help demonstrate. So what we're going to do, say we want to transfer the water to the empty container. So what you're going to want to do is insert the pipette, and you want to make sure that the pipette is not touching, or the tip is not touching the bottom of the container. You want it just to go down a little bit, or else it'll mess up the suction. So you put it down slightly into the liquid, and like I said, you're just going to want to go to the first point of resistance. So I'm going to draw up. That point of resistance is reached, and let it go. And as you can see, the tip is filled with the liquid. I don't know if you can see because it's clear. I wish I had a colorful liquid to help demonstrate, but I don't, unfortunately. So now it is filled up to 1 milliliter, and to expel it, I'm going to put it in the other cup here, and I'm just going to push down to the first point of resistance and then expel the rest out and push all the way down. And to make sure, I'm going to push down all the way again, and you successfully transferred the liquid. And one more step before we're finished. You may reuse tips depending on what you're doing, but to remove the tip, instead of just pulling it off, there's a white button here, and what you can do is you can press on that button and it'll eject the tip off, and you can either dispose of the tip or clean it and reuse it. Now you know how to successfully use a micropipette.